do want to talk about I guess this would be a good time to talk about the NBA All-Star format. Hold on while I bring it up. But there's going to be 24 All-Stars, 12 from each conference, but it's positionless.
So it's not the 2 guards, 2 forwards, and center.
I mean, I would
it is
say it's about
completely
time.
positionless.
I would say it's
24
about
is too
time.
many, though.
Next step is get rid of the conferences for the All-Star game, but we're getting close.
See,
I
Damian,
think they did that for the
me are at
world
odds with
team
that.
though, Chill, because like the world team I think they have like a lot of great bigs, but then like if you did it by position, like after Shea is like
It get tricky. Yes, it does.
Who's the
it
next
does.
guard?
Jamal Murray's the
So
next.
there's a
guard.
stipulation in
Jamal
there.
Murray, like,
There's a stipulation in there for the world teams that if you have American players can be in the world team if they have European affiliation in some capacity, whatever that means. So that's to even out the playing field. I don't know what they mean by that.
So I could be on.
Like who?
So I could be on the world team if I don't know.
Shout out to
If
my
you were
mother's,
born in
King
France or
Jalen
something.
Green, my Filipino.
Yeah, my
King
mother's
Jalen
German
Green,
or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what they mean.
But I think Damian and I,
he could play for England, so yeah, I guess that would count. Yeah.
Damian and
too
I
many
are
virtual,
at odds because, like, Damian thinks that it's too. I think it should be 15 guys on. I think the All-Star roster should be expanded to 15. Just like I felt like when you had the All NBA, like all defensive team. I think we need a third team because I think some guys get left out that shouldn't get left out. So I'm at a little bit of odds with that. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I don't mind the extension. I think All NBA is a little bit different in terms of there's just so many guys that have so many good seasons that it feels unjust to not reward them for those good seasons. I think the All-Star game, though, especially with these new formats, these new iterations, and expanding how many people are All-Stars, makes the I guess intrigue or the astuteness of becoming an All-Star a little bit diluted. I've given out some sort of participation All-Stars as well to like Kobe and Wade and things, but All-Star appearances used to be like a significant thing on a guy's resume where we used to differentiate between two guys. But whereas now I think it's becoming more of a, like I said, we're handing out some appreciation ones. You know, some guys are becoming All-Stars that probably shouldn't. Some guys are becoming All-Stars because guys are injured as well. So I think the standard is sort of wasted away a little bit in the All-Star. It used to be very prestigious being named an All-Star. I don't think it's necessarily as prestigious anymore.
Miles, are you sure? I mean, I know it's positionless, but I mean, Jamal Murray's having a really good season this year. I want to say he's like what 20, 21, like 6 and 4 on really good efficiency this year.
Well, so Shea's guaranteed, Wemby's guaranteed, Jokic is guaranteed. That's 3. Luka is guaranteed. That's 4. I would say Kevin Durant is guaranteed just on the fact that he's Kevin Durant, but I guess
that's what Damian
KD's going to be on the All-Star team.
KD is the All-Star.
Kevin Durant is guaranteed. That's 5. Anthony Edwards.
LeBron is probably going to be on the All-Star.
Yeah,
team.
LeBron will be, but he hasn't played it. So I'll get back to him. We'll spin the block. Anthony Edwards is guaranteed. That's 6. Steph Curry is guaranteed. That's 7.
Has Steph Curry stop right there, Moss? Stop right there, Moss. Has Steph Curry played better than Jamal Murray this season?
Steph Curry is a guguaranteed All-Star.
That's all we're gonna. Okay, so he's gonna make the All-Star.
Whether
he's played better than Jamal Murray, that he's played better than him. Okay,
that's 7 guaranteed All-Stars. Then you would get into the territory where you start talking about Chet Holmgren, J-Dub when he comes back, De'Aaron Fox if he's gonna play his way into the All-Star game now that he's playing. LeBron James when he's playing, Austin Reeves now.
Austin Reeves has played better than
he's
played better than Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he has played better.
I can give
so Austin Reeves when he gets back, Alperen Şengün is another one. Julius Randle the way he's been playing.
Any Blazers?
Devin Booker the way he's been.
Devin Booker for
sure.
Denny Avdia the way Denny Avdia.
Denny has been better than him.
Lauri Markkanen the way Lauri Markkanen
has been better than him.
James Harden the way James Harden's been playing. Kawhi Leonard when he's available the way he was playing, and then Anthony Davis also plays the sport.
And don't forget that, Mars. That's a good point because it is going to be in Inglewood. So James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, those guys.
James Harden's also just been better than Jamal Murray, but
of course, but yeah.
So no, he's not going to be an All-Star unless like all of them get hurt. Then he can make it, but he's not going to make an All-Star.
Y'all, but aside from Jamal Murray, I do want to pull up this All-Star game format so we can kind of walk this through and talk this through and see how you guys feel about it. So as you can see right here, the NBA, obviously, this last summer, they announced the U.S. versus the world format, which is still cool. But now there will be 2 USA teams and an international team, and there will be 24 players. Each team will have 8 players, and it will be a round-robin style tournament, which will feature 4 12-minute games. So this is kind of how it's going to work. Once again, 3 teams, 2 USA, 1 world. Four games, 12 minutes each. So each team will play each other one time, and then the 2 teams that I guess have either the best record or the best point differential will get in. So let's say one team goes 2-0, then the other teams are now 1-1. Of those 1-1 teams, the team that has the best point differential wins. Or if all 3 teams go 1-1, then the 2 teams that have the best point differential moves on. Also, well, as you can see, it's 4 12-minute games. It's a round robin tournament.
2-0, the other 2 teams can't go 1-on-1.
You got 3 teams. Yeah, Ron. If you got 3 teams,
because they can't beat each other, they're only playing each other once. You can't go 1-on-1 if another team's undefeated in a 3-team tournament.
Yeah, well then if they all go 1-on-1, then
there you go.
Then the point differential. And then also too, you see the championship has the top 2 from the round robin. I talked about that, but the biggest thing is down here where there's no position, no regard to position. So that's the biggest thing. But then also too, we got to factor in it has to be 8 international players at least.
And just on that, this is the exact wording. If NBA All-Star voting does not result in the selection of 16 US players and 8 international players, which can include American players with ties to other countries if necessary.
So 16 Americans and 18 international. 8 international or 18 international?
8.
Okay,
8.
so make 24.
To make up the 24, yeah.
Well, Jokic, Wemby, Shea, Giannis, and Luka are 5 guaranteed international. So then it's 3 other spots where you're looking at guys like Franz Wagner and them and whoever else.
Larry
Markkinen.
Cat.
Yeah,
No.
Dominican Cat. Yeah, Dominican Cat.
Evan Mobley, chill.
Pascal,
if you man can get it together.
Yeah. By February, Joel Embiid will be playing regular minutes. I'm just pointing out there. So
no. Yeah, no.
He will be. You don't think Joel will be playing regular minutes by February?
If Joel Embiid gets voted into the All-Star game or gets selected, he should respectfully decline. Like he does not
want him to play in the game.
Any more extra basketball? No.
I can agree with that. Jimmy Butler used to do that, right? Jimmy Butler used to sit out the All-Star game.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine with Joel doing that, but Joel would get.
I'd like for James to do that too, Mars. If he's gonna get selected, which we know he is,
he did that
if he's not
year,
gonna
right?
play,
He didn't play last year.
But he did it late because he ended up taking
he
a spot.
didn't give anyone a chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ended up taking somebody's spot where we could have had somebody in that spot. Yeah, we could have had somebody in that spot. So I'd like for James to do that. If James is going to get selected to the All-Star team and he's not going to play, I would like for him to get that spot up to somebody who will play in the game.
Chill. What team is DeAndre Ayton going to play for?
The international. He'll be practicing with the South Bay Lakers during All-Star weekend.
That's exactly what he'll be doing. Ox, Dame, Chill, Mars, man, maybe call me an old head. Give me the 2 East and West teams, man.
Yeah, man.
Give me some fly jerseys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And let's get it on. How about that?
Yeah.
And let's just get it on.
That's the thing is they don't get it on.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you guys can dream, wishful thinking, and all that good stuff.
That I would love.
I don't really care much
anymore
for the All-Star game, but I'm as a younger person and someone who got into the NBA later. I don't know the world with a good All-Star game. I'll just put it out there. I never existed when the All-Star game used to be amazing basketball. I've only existed in the world of bad All-Star games, so it means nothing to me. That's why I guess I don't care too much about the tradition of East versus West or whatever. I used to like back looking at the old jerseys when they used to wear their own jersey. I used to think that was cool. But I don't have a reference point. I can only go back and watch old All-Star games. And then I watch and I'm like, saying actually as good as you guys said, but it's fine.
You know, like back then, though, Mars, we're not going to sit here. I know I'm not going to sit here and just lie. Like, it wasn't like 48 minutes of just pick up full court, aggressive defense, all-star. They used to have fun, but
I've seen Kobe picking up Bron full
it got
court.
to a point where they started competing.
Yeah, there was a point where it's like, okay, we want to win. You know what I'm saying?
They did that in 2020, to be fair. The year
2020 was an amazing
2020 was the last good one.
2020 was an All-Star game I would say I enjoyed. Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah. So I miss that too though, man. But they not getting down no more. They not. Yeah, not at all.
And making all these teams is not fixing it. Like making 3 teams and the ring around the rosy format or whatever they're doing, that's not fixing it either. That, to me, I don't even know if they can do this. But everybody always says like, oh man, can they at least give us like the effort we see when they're playing pickup in the off season or playing in the Drew League or playing, wherever they play it in the off season, or even that court in New York that's now famous where, they get some good run in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they can do this, but if we want that setting, let them play on that size court. I think that because the court being smaller, I think that just inherently would make them have to kind of compete more because it's not as much just the NBA court is so large. If you don't want to, commit any effort to it, that's we get the runouts, we get all of that. But most of those runs where we see in the offseason, they're playing on like a high school court. That's where most pickups are played on a high school court. I think that might actually fix some of the competitive problem. Not all of it, but some of it.
That could be, but even with that could be a thing. But real talk, I think it's a little different just because, like, so when you do get those runs, it's like that's more of a we just hooping. It's a pride thing. We're not getting showboated in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like in the All-Star game. And then like in those pro-ams and Drew Leagues and stuff like that, you get dudes like when me and Ron was younger. You get dudes that's not NBA players that's coming to hunt NBA players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? So they got a ball.
It's a real thing,
you know
Mars. That's 100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? They gotta like compete. You know what I mean? Like I think like in the All-Star game, I think they kind of all got to understand it with each other. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't relax, bro. Don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Exhibition.
Yeah, I think one thing.
Don't hit me too hard. Don't swing on me too hard. That kind of stuff. One
thing I heard last year, and I think it was Brian Scalabrine. I think it was him and Frank Isola. They were talking about if they do something like this where they have the Euro like the European or just international players, they said I think some of them will actually play a lot harder, and these American players aren't going to want to get embarrassed or something like that. And maybe that can, maybe that can activate a little bit more of a competitive nature. But I don't know, man. I think the All-Star game is dead, y'all, personally.
I do too. To be honest with you, I haven't watched the All-Star game in its entirety in years. And I used to your point, Mars, you don't know the All-Star game being a competitive All-Star game. Like Sunday, February the 12th, Sunday, February the 13th, Sunday night at 8 o'clock, I'm watching the All-Star game because it was an event. And it's not like that anymore because I know that the guys aren't going to compete and there's really no incentive to do it because that's where we live now, unfortunately.